are listening to the Sebrina Spencer Show, and it is such a privilege to have you all listening in. We have two outstanding ladies here today. We've just heard from the one and only Emma Lady, and she's been giving us some amazing gems about her book, about her journey, about her 6 modules that she's prepared for all of us ladies of all ethnicity, and as well reaching out to us melanated women. Of course, we love her. Emma, you have completely gave us so much knowledge today. And guys, Emma was speaking in Parliament this year, a month ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago.
2 months ago. So guys, she's fresh with all the gems for us. And I did want to touch on her public speaking. We'll do that after, because we have the one and only Sommer Currie, a dear, beautiful family friend of mine. I grew up with her, and you know, I always remember, well, I just remember that we always was in awe with all of your outfits, because she is a fashionista. I remember there was a time when she was in Harrods every single day, and we'd be like, where did you get that from? How much was that? And we'd always like, oh, Sasha and Summer always come with the most outstanding stuff. So, you know, as we've got older now, we are actually on the same path of, you know, giving back to the community, helping others, and, you know, bringing awareness to, you know, mums as well, because I did a mums event and Summer was there, and she was actually talking about, you know, her book, what we have here in the studio with us, and it is a life coach guide for busy mums. And she's a busy mum. You can't really see because you're listening in, but the people on TikTok would see that Summer hasn't been round the table because she's on the laptop. she's just going for it. So yes, Summer, we want to introduce you properly. I cannot even edify you enough. You have been a force in my life. So I just want you to tell people who you are and what you do.
Of course. So like Sebrina said, I am what's known as a busy mum completely. Journey, I'm going to talk on my journey. Emma's journey was fantastic and meaty, and you know, I've got a lot big boots to fill in terms of my kind of journey. But and I'm here today to share the event that I'm holding next week as well, but also just to tell you a little bit about me. So like Sebrina said, my journey, I love fashion. So my journey started in fashion events many moons ago with my colleague Charlotte. We work together. We're cousins, however, but we work so well together with the events that we do. So many moons ago, about 15 years ago, we started an event, and we put them on for up and coming fashion designers, and worked largely with colleges for emerging designers, because we found that they didn't have enough kind of support. So you come out of fashion design in college, but there's not much to support you after that point, and you end up actually designing for other people, and your dreams get lost really in the transition of you know, obviously you get to design, but not your own brands. We were speaking about your own brands earlier. She said it's quite big now. Actually, lots of designers are actually finding their roots because of social media. But back then there wasn't that route, there wasn't that platform for you to actually showcase your own brand. It was very much, you know, in person. And so that's what we done. We actually created a platform called Sponsor Me Awards.
Sponsor Me Awards.
Sponsor Me Awards. So the idea of the awards is very largely what everybody does today, which is showcasing your brand within a large, then getting to know each other to see if my program is right for you. And I would love to, have that first chat with you.
That is amazing. So anybody can contact you if they, you know, haven't got that much confidence, or, you know, they just need some help in certain aspects of their life.
100%. And the first call is to make sure that we have to get on. You know, it's a process when you're going through different barriers or something that you want to. It's a process, and my program does incorporate exercising and that side of it. So you have to be prepared to do the work. So it is about it working for you. So if you're going to get involved with me, you need to be out, you know, it's a commitment, and we work together, but it is about doing the work as well. We have to commit to it.
And that's full circle. I love that, because a lot of people will be giving their advice and helping people, but realistically their health is not there. Their physical appearance and their insides are not right. So if you can help them and direct them in that sense, that is a key point, because a lot of people don't really delve into that side of it.
No, a lot of us don't. I mean, for me personally, I want to actually find myself a coach, because I think I haven't done it yet, but it's definitely something that I would love to look into as well, because I think we all could do with it. You know, just somebody to kind of not vent at, but just
push you in the right direction.
push you, you know, keep you,
in
keep
check.
you level, keep you.
Why not? Why not? I like that. So, guys, if you want a life coach, if you just want to, you know, just share your burden and have a chat with somebody, you also have Emma Lady. So, Emma Lady, how can they find you?
So you can find me on Instagram at The Relentless Boss. You can find me on LinkedIn, Emma Lady, and also The Relentless Boss. I've got a business page there. And on Facebook, you can find me on my business page, The Relentless Boss. YouTube, The Relentless Boss. There's actually some videos on there about menopause. And my website is therelentlessboss.com. And just to add to what the ladies were saying about having a coach, if you are someone who's listening in and you want to start a business, or you've already started a business, you're entrepreneurial, you definitely need a coach, because two heads are better than one. You need accountability, and that person's going to push you to get to the next level. There is no successful business person who's got where they've got to by themselves, so you definitely need a coach. So
Fantastic.
go and connect with Sommer.
There you go. Life coach. A life coach. We have a menopause educator and a health and wellness guide and modules right here. In front
So
of us.
if you're an organization, in corporate or a community group, churches, charities, and you want to train up your people in menopause education, you can reach out to me. My email is info@therelentlessboss.com. And also some other ethnicities. When it comes to talking about women's health, when it comes to talking about women's bodies, there's a lot of stigma and taboo around that. Even girls' periods, there's taboo around that as well. Yes,
guys don't like to talk about that. I'm not sure if any guy listeners are going to be logged in, because they're like, oh my god, they're talking about that. No, it is quite taboo. But you know what? It's a way of life. It's every woman goes through it. So
exactly. So this is what the training is here to provide: a Black woman-centered perspective and approach.
I love
to teach on the reason why Black women experience what we're experiencing and what we can do to get solutions. So most of the training providers out there are run by white women. There's nothing wrong with that, but the education that they deliver is white woman centered. And as I said, the data, the information, general information that's out there is white woman centered. Cambridge University did a study on almost 2 million women in the UK.
Tell us.
They found that Black women, South Asian women were not being offered HRT.
That is ridiculous.
The percentage of Black women and South Asian women who are not being offered HRT was abysmal compared to the number of white women that were being offered.
That it doesn't make sense, because we would say the math isn't mathing. How can they give us the right statistics if we're not even getting we're not getting provided for?
Right.
That's disgusting.
Almost 2 million. So that means this thing is widespread. And the reason why I mention it here is because I just want women to be aware of that. I really want women to be fully equipped, informed, so that when you go to your medical practitioner, you're able to articulate to them what's happening with you, and also know the stats, know what's actually going on. The most prevalent and well-known study that's been done on women's health and menopause was done in the US. It's called the SWAN study, and in my training I teach on that as well. I teach on all of the studies that have been done in Europe. You will be amazed at how little represented Black women and South Asian women are in these studies. So that's why I said most of the studies that I've done are white woman centered. The information that we have about menopause is not really from our perspective, so that needs to change.
And another thing what I would like to add is we have to remember as well, we are in Britain, we are in the UK, so the studies that would get taken, i.e. in Africa or even in America, where the Afro-Caribbean or the, you know, as we would say, the melanated people are more prominent, then obviously it's going to be different. So you always have to, you know, do the stats on other countries as well. You know, if you're from India, check out in India, because they've got one of the best stream of doctors in India. So, you know, and that is your ethnic group, you know, so we more resonate with that because we have we're melanated, let's be honest.
Exactly.
So our bodies are more active than others, and it's not something we're just making up. It is the truth. You know, our bodies are stronger. We are here to withstand more. We've been here for a longer time.
I'm glad that you mentioned that, because one of the things that I want to also demystify in this training is that this black...
It's a training, guys.
You know, this
I love it.
strong black woman trope that we keep hearing. This is one of the things that I want to be broken off of black women, because of that trope, we are seen as not feeling pain. Our pain is not recognized, our pain is not acknowledged, our humanity is not acknowledged. And so this is why we keep getting dismissed by the doctors. This is why we are basically just told to just get on with it. Oh, you know, just pray about it, everything will be fine. Just, you know,
pray. It will help, but you have to actively do stuff as well.
Exactly. So for me, I do not take being a strong black woman as a compliment anymore. I used to before I was enlightened. Now it's all about the soft era for me, because going
soft
through
life. I live a soft life. I've only had a soft life. I love soft life.
Because honestly, going through perimenopause and this major shift, it's just changed my mindset in so many different ways. It's made me actually realize that I deserve to have a soft life. I deserve to be in my soft
Why
era.
not?
Yes,
there you
we
go.
all do. Yeah,
well, you come here looking in your soft girl era. She's got these fabulous red nails on. Like her makeup is done to perfection. From the lipstick to the beautiful diamond earrings. You are in a soft girl era.
Sebrina.
You can tell.
You
can tell when someone's really in their self and they're loving life. You're just glowing. So whatever you have done to get to this point, I cannot believe this is the same woman who told me she's suicidal. She was suicidal. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. So anybody can come through anything, just as long as they're ready to, you know, do the research and believe in themselves, trust in themselves, and push themselves. So right, we're on module number 1. We've got 6. Oh my god, I'm so excited, and we've got a break coming up, guys. So I want you to get through all these modules. So let's go. So I just want everyone to know as well, this book is outstanding. I've been following this lady for a while. She won an award for Best Speaker, Female Speaker of the Year 2025, guys. This year. And we came cross paths. I think I was meant to be at the award. I couldn't make it. And we just connected, and we literally have gone from strength to strength. You're in our women empowerment group, dropping some gems, knowledge. I'm like, put your book in there more. These women need to know what you're doing. Don't be shy. Get yourself out there. The only reason you are not reaching 1 billion people right now is that not enough people know about you. And that's it. And I say this to everyone. The reason you're not a millionaire or a billionaire is that not enough people know about you. Social media is such a great tool at the moment. Use it to your advantage. If you can get into people's group, get into them groups. Let people know who you are, because there's no point you having all this amazing knowledge. You've got the party here, but you need to invite these people to your party. You need to let them know. So definitely we're on module number 2.
So we're on module number 2. It's intersectionality and systemic barriers. So that really goes into what I've just touched on a little bit. So in regards to the limited research and representation of black
using ethnic minorities anymore. We're not using that. It is
global majority.
Right, so we're global majority women or whatever, if you're a man or non-binary. Global majority non-binary. Okay, right, so we're going to go on to the next module. I love that one.
So the next one is the culturally relevant science and research. So that actually, as I said, so if you can notice, these modules, they all are intertwined. They are all linked to each other. So culturally relevant science. So the science looking at why do black women experience menopause the way we do.
Come on, let's do it. Let's turn it up in the radio station, guys.
Different to yours. I'm gonna feel like, well,
party every day. Party every. Welcome to Love the Beat radio station, guys. If you're not logging in, what are you doing?
And who just need to understand a little bit more about why they're experiencing what they're experiencing and what they can do about it. So that's the guide. So what I'm actually working on right now is I have developed a 6-module training program. It's called Menopause and Black Women. This is a certified training program, and it's going, well, it is helping because I'm actually going to organizations, corporate and also at grassroots, so community groups and churches, to teach on how menopause affects Black women. The first module is called The Stigma on Menopause in Black Communities. It goes in depth into the things contribute, all negative feelings contribute to illness and autoimmune disease, trauma. So so I had to learn nutrition. I had to learn how to my healing, really. So so that was what most people knew me for. I went on to lose 70 pounds because I'd gained a lot of weight because I was on steroids.
70 pounds. Oh, wow. I can't see it. Sorry, just to cut you. Emma's waist is so snatched. I was going to say, have you, had a BBL? Her figure is amazing.
Thank you.
That's a Ghanaian in you.
Well, a lot of work goes into it. Like, I go to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. I went plant-based just over a year ago, which I'm going to share a little bit later on in regards to, because of the menopause situation, which is obviously the main reason I'm here. But I went plant-based. I've been plant-based for over a year now. Okay. So, I do a lot of things. I take supplements. When you're a woman of a certain age,
of course,
there's certain things that you have to do to maintain. So, so I just try and be intentional about my health, really. But so I built a community of up to 10,000 women online and was teaching them everything I had learnt to help them to reclaim their health as well. Evidently, most of them wanted to lose weight, but I was teaching them from a holistic approach, so looking at everything as a whole, so that when you lose the weight, you can keep the weight off. Some people that I've met on social media who have sarcoidosis, but in person, no, I've never met anyone with the medical condition. It's actually a rare condition, but it seems like more and more people are getting this medical condition. So,
and what did they say was the cause?
So they don't know the cause, and there's no cure. Yeah, so
they don't know the cause, and there's no cure. You can just pop up that autoimmune disease in anyone.
Yes,
that is absolutely
but
crazy.
when I did my research, I found that a lot of Black women get that medical condition, and also Scandinavians as well. In terms of Black women, I would just say that a lot of Black women, we have been through a lot of trauma, and trauma can trigger autoimmune disease. There's actually studies out there that show that
stress and
stress, exactly.
Stress is a killer of everything.
Yes. So
okay, so we're going to touch on where you are now, because you are doing a multitude of things, and I'm so in awe. I literally was going down your Instagram, I was just doing Google, I was doing my own personal research, and I do want to touch on, I saw that you was at Parliament, because I'm a former Windrush ambassador for Credence, so I used to have to do a lot of ambassador work, which took me to the House of Commons and the House of Lords and everything. So I saw you talking, doing a speech. I was like, wow, run me through that. I love things like this.
So as I said, like, most people knew me as the relentless boss, as that woman who overcame that disease. But what most people didn't know is that almost 5 years ago, on Christmas Day, the year of the pandemic 2020, I witnessed my neighbour die by suicide.
Oh wow.
And just a few short months later, I was suicidal myself, and I did not know why I was feeling the way I was feeling, because there was no circumstances or situation to trigger, apart from obviously what happened to my neighbour. I never had any conversations with anyone about perimenopause to even say it could be hormonal, this is the reason why I'm feeling this way.
They couldn't relate.
Like, what's wrong with her? Went to the doctors, I was dismissed, I was sent off with antidepressants. I was told that you're too young to be menopausal.
If you don't mind sharing, what age were you then when this happened?
So I was 40.
40, wow, guys. 40 and starting to see menopause.
Right, and being told that I'm too young. So then I turned to God, and once again, I was shown, this pain that you're going through right now is going to be used for purpose. And so fast forward to this year, when I finally realized what was going on with me. I obviously realized a few years ago that it was perimenopause, but I only started treatment on hormone replacement therapy this year. Then I was invited. So I'm actually an ambassador for the National Black Women's Network, led by
Woo!
the visionary
I
powerhouse
love
Sonia
that.
Brown, MBE. So I have to mention her because
Clap
Yes.
in the studio, guys.
yeah, she is amazing, and she is really spearheading an event that was actually led by Lynn Franks, OBE.
Franks OBE.
Yes.
Oh, I've heard of that. So
Yeah, so Lynn Franks, okay, so you know Absolutely Fabulous.
of course,
Right.
I love them. We grew up with them. We love them.
So Lynn Franks so you know Jennifer Saunders' character. So according to legend,
that was her.
that's based off of Lynn Franks.
I love her.
So she pioneered this initiative called What Women Want 25 years ago, and she relaunched it this year, 2025, and invited a group of movers and shakers in different industries to come and speak about what women want. And of course I went standing in as ambassador for the National Black Women. First of all, for the healthcare disparities to be completely obliterated, because these healthcare disparities are causing black women to be misdiagnosed.
Of course.
It's causing black women to not trust in the medical profession, and then they end up just suffering in silence. Yeah, to raise awareness about the fact that black women can start menopause as early as age 35.
I know a girl who started at age 35, a girl
Yes.
Nadine, and she used to say, have some kids, Sebrina, because you just never know. I mean, it's not the norm, but it can happen. I mean, even down to fibroids. This is more seen in, ethnic minorities, or they say minorities.
Global majority.
There we go. You've got it. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. So you were in the House of Commons, and so what happened? They just said, right, Emma, you're going to speak today. I can't be bothered. I'm sick. I'm ill. I'm away. So she had her prior engagement. She couldn't make it. So you said, I'm going to step in.
Yes.
I'm going to go to Parliament and talk to you. Did it just happen like that? Did you have a speech prepared? What is going on?
Yeah, so she did give me advance notice. Okay. And so when I got there, it was a room full of movers and shakers, as I said, in different industries, who are really change makers in their particular areas. I was one of 5 black women in the room.
Wow. I love that.
For black women.
I actually want to touch on these symptoms, because for our listeners out there, if you are, at that age group, I have put this out to a lot of women groups as well. Because, this is something, it's very taboo. No one really talks about menopause. Not really sure why, because, it is a process in life. Every woman has to go through it if you reach to a certain age. If you're lucky enough to reach to a certain age, then this is your reality. So, definitely getting as much information about it, it is inevitable that we have to know. So, right. Tell me some symptoms, guys. Who wants to know about premenopause symptoms?
So first of all, I just want to say that there's 4 phases of menopause. 4 phases.
Four phases of menopause.
Yeah, the first phase is pre-menopause, which you just mentioned. Pre-menopause is when adolescent, you start your period. So before perimenopause actually hits, and you start experiencing symptoms. So pre-menopause is your reproductive years.
So that
before
means you're
perimenopause.
Yeah, you're going through menopause from you reach 13, 14 then.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a whole process.
Yeah.
So from time you start your puberty and you start actually having your menstrual cycle, that's starting the process, and it's called pre-menopause.
Okay.
Yes. Then perimenopause. So, okay.
You're educating me, because I did not know that.
And
so
this
thank you.
This is why I went to House of Commons, to educate that this is what menopause is, and this is how it affects us differently. So pre-menopause. Then you've got perimenopause. Perimenopause for black women can start as early as age 35. And perimenopause is also known as the menopause transition.
Okay.
So it's a period of time where the sex hormones, progesterone, estrogen, begin to start going down, declining, fluctuating. Now, so this is how I explain it to when I'm training. Progesterone is like brainstem.
The brainstem.
That regulates us waking up and going to sleep.
Okay.
When estrogen doesn't activate that area properly, that's why we can't sleep and we have insomnia during perimenopause.
Wow. And is there anything you can take? Because I remember watching Sex in the City, and they went to Dubai, and Samantha was the one who really likes to have a lot of fun, and they took all away her premenopause stuff.
Oh, wow.
And she was just eating loads of yams and all of these. She was putting it on her face. She was just like, I need estrogen, I need it. And I was just like, wow.
Yes.
So this is a thing.
Yes.
We're going to have to need estrogen in our body.
Need estrogen.
So is there a way we can,
Yes.
like, you know, kind of slow down the menopause process and get more estrogen into our bodies?
So I don't think you can slow down the process, but you can get foods that your body recognizes as estrogen. So they're called phytoestrogens.
Phytoestrogens.
Yes, phytoestrogens, otherwise known as plant estrogens. And you can find those in cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, cauliflower,
I love broccoli.
flax seeds.
Love flax seeds.
Well. Yeah, dried apricot, peaches and things like that. Nuts, legumes, lentils. You will find plant estrogens in those foods. So one of the things that I started to do, because of course I was dismissed, so I didn't have like any medical treatment, so I had to figure out how am I going to decrease these symptoms. So I went plant-based and I increased those foods that I've just mentioned, to try and help with the estrogen levels.
Did it help?
Yes, it helped tremendously. However, I did need more. I needed the hormone replacement therapy. So I'm actually on hormone replacement therapy, bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. I have to clarify that. Bioidentical. So you mentioned Sex in the City and Samantha was taking the yams. So wild yams, that's where they get the estradiol. It's called estradiol, which is the main component of the estrogen that we need to be at optimum, like women need for optimum health, and you can get it from wild jams. But the bioidentical is a natural source of hormone replacement therapy. A condition, it's not a medical condition, but it's a transition that men go through that is not very well known. I was just going to ask
you, why is a man pushing this menopause? Okay, makes sense.
Yes,
completely.
So I don't actually think Charles is actually going through andropause himself, but because he's interested in health and wellness, because he had type 2 diabetes, but he was able to reverse the type 2 diabetes. Wow. Yes, he reversed it. Yes.
I didn't know you could reverse diabetes.
It's all about what we eat.
Perhaps you need to actually have him come here and share, because his story is extraordinary, and what he's done in terms of like in the health and wellness space as well is amazing with his documentaries. They're beautiful documentaries as well.
Can you send me his Instagram?
I'll send you, I'll send you all his information.
And then I will have a look at it. But yeah, this sounds amazing. Definitely when you guys are promoting your projects and everything, we'd love to have you here.
Yes.
You know?
His company is called revoke.com, so you can check out his website. Yeah, it's amazing.
And this is Bob Marley's son?
Nephew.
Wow. Yes. You know, this family tree goes long.
Yeah.
But I like it because they're all advocates of health and, you know, pushing out, you know, the natural products of life, you know.
Exactly.
Because everything, as we said before, has been put on this land to help us and medicate us. Mm-hmm. So, you know, these pharmaceutical places are definitely pumping us stuff that are not natural. It's obviously a remedy, but it's not the
it goes to the source, to the surface, not to the root.
Yes.
So pharmaceutical drugs go to the surface of it, so get rid of the symptoms, but the root cause of it is still there. And that's why people have side effects, and oftentimes people actually do not get healed because the root cause is still there. That's the issue with pharmaceutical drugs.
And I think that's what they want, so you keep on coming back.
Well, it's a money-making thing, isn't it?
Well, I think we all know this.
That's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation. So well done on that. So are you looking for people to be in this? Is it going to be a film or is it a documentary?
So it's a docu-series. So we're going to have series of different areas that we're going to be covering on menopause and andropause. We're going to be bringing together, and we are bringing together right now, experts in those areas of menopause and andropause, and also people who are actually experiencing it now. So real people, so that it's relatable, so that when people watch it, they can say, oh, okay, yeah, this is a normal person. They're experiencing what I'm experiencing, and I'm going through this. And then obviously people sharing their stories, what they've done, solutions they found, and just coming together and sharing stories. So through storytelling, you know, really just raising awareness on these transitions and how they affect both men and women, and what we can do to get solutions. So yeah, and obviously done in a like I said, Charles, him directing, producing, and just how he does it so beautifully is just gonna look amazing on the screen as well. And obviously the stories brings everything together. So yeah.
Yeah, well, he sounds quite seasoned, so
yes,
he's not new to this. He's true to these people, and definitely Bob Marley's his granddad.
No, his uncle.
His uncle.
Yeah.
So he's
either his mum or his dad's sibling. Yeah, but I'm not sure which one. So if you are having any of the symptoms that have been mentioned, you can actually go to your doctor. Most doctors have been advised that if a woman comes to you and says she has these symptoms, blood tests usually are not the best way or the best indicator that you're going through perimenopause, because our hormones fluctuate. You know, from month to month if you're still having your monthly cycle. So usually, based off of your symptoms, they can actually prescribe you hormone replacement therapy. And I just want to say, do not be afraid of taking hormone replacement therapy, because there are a lot of misconceptions out there about HRT. Yes, there's risk factors. There's definitely risk factors. However, when you have the education and you do your own research, it's not one size fits all. HRT may not work for everyone.
Everyone's
but
different.
I'm telling you now that it was a game changer for me. Like, I'm almost back to 100% myself before I started experiencing perimenopause symptoms. So I want to say, don't be afraid of looking into HRT, because literally some of you out there listening to this are going through these symptoms that I mentioned, and all you need is an estradiol patch, and if you're still having your monthly cycle, progesterone tablets.
Because I always thought if you were going through menopause, your cycle would stop. So
yeah, okay. So sorry, it's four phases. I didn't finish the 4 phases. Okay. I'm still on perimenopause.
Okay.
Right? So the third phase, you are going to have to consider lifestyle choices that you're making in regards to nutrition, in regards to supplementation, because there are health risks that come with estrogen going down. So remember I said estrogen plays a major role in many functions of the body, including our bone density. And when estrogen starts going down, bone density can be affected. So there's women who have decreased bone density as a result of their estrogen going down, and even if they haven't got symptoms, later on they might develop diseases like osteoporosis, which is a bone disease. So you hear of elderly falling over and fracturing a bone or breaking a bone.
Just a normal drop.
Yes, fall. Exactly. That shouldn't really have caused a break. But these are the things that we need to be thinking about. As I don't think it's just women in midlife that need to be thinking about it. I believe this education should be taught in schools, so that young people are actually aware that if you, like you said earlier, if you're blessed to live long enough, you as a woman are going to experience this menopause, which is a natural transition of every woman's life. And when you get to postmenopause, that's for the rest of your life. So postmenopause is the final phase, the 4th phase of menopause, and that is literally 12 months after you, or 12 months or 2 years after you've had your last period, you're now in post-menopause. And this is when I said the health risks like osteoporosis, heart disease, dementia, these are the things that we need to be considering, and we need to be thinking about our lifestyle choices and also supplementation to help us, which is why estrogen, any of the symptoms mentioned, estrogen should be considered as treatment. And I just also want to say this as well.
Okay.
When you go to the doctor, some of the doctors are not trained, and this is not a blame thing on the medical profession. Don't take. You are a woman who is in perimenopause, you're still having your monthly cycle, and you are administered hormone replacement therapy. You must have estradiol patch. I'm not a medical practitioner, but I'm just telling you that you need to know this information. So when you go to your doctor and they just say, I'm just going to give you the patch, but you're still having your period, no, you need progesterone as well to protect your uterine lining. So when you speak to your doctor and you're still on your monthly cycle and you're having perimenopause symptoms and you're considering HRT, anyone like that must have the estradiol patch and the progesterone. If you're no longer having a monthly cycle, then you can just have the estradiol patch.
Okay.
So yeah, women need to be aware of that, because sometimes they do make mistakes and might give someone who's still having a monthly cycle
The patch.
Yeah, just the patch without the progesterone.
Yeah. Oh wow, that is a lot of amazing information that we need to all take in, and this might not really resonate with you yourself right now, but you can definitely pass this on to others. I know us ladies like to have a good old chat. I mean, I'm terrible. My cycle is completely on tap. One day out, I'm like, what is going on? So I'm pretty much on par with what's going on there. But I have a lot of my friends, and they are saying, you know, oh, they didn't come on this week or this month, and I'm just like, well, you know, just watch it and see how it goes, because, you know, as you've just said, it can either start to wean out, or you can start having all these other symptoms, or, you know, imagine just one day, that's it, it's gone, no more periods. I'm like, what? We are living the dream, we're living life, we are getting older. So yeah, definitely. So guys, on that note, I'm going to play a absolutely outstanding song, one of my favorites. I think it was actually killing it over the summer. This one is by a lady called Thames. Thames has been shutting it down all over the world. She is international. She's originally from Nigeria, guys. So this is called Love Me. It's a great song to go after everything you're saying. Love yourself. And here we go, guys. Right, cool. That was really good. Welcome back to the Sebrina Spencer Show. I'm so happy and grateful to have you all listening in. I am your host, Sebrina Spencer, and we have the delightful Emma Lady on the show today. Can you run us through your name? Because I thought it was Lady Emma and I put it wrong in my phone, and then I was like, no, you messaged me something and at the end you put Emma Lady. I'm like, okay, so can you just run us through that, please?
Yeah, so it's like God is trying, maybe I need to actually start using my full name. So my
I
full
love
name,
your Lady Emma. I was like,
you.
wow, I love it. It's so fabulous.
Yeah, so my full name on my birth certificate is Lady Emma Na Oyo Owu. That's my full name. Just to make it easy for everyone, I just put it as Emma Lady. So yeah, but it is Lady Emma. Yeah.
Okay. So right. So I won't feel bad if I do call you Lady Emma, because that's the correct. I'm just saying it correct. Okay. So really, just want to touch on what you're doing now, because you're very knowledgeable when it comes to menopause, and I think you're very knowledgeable when it comes to health and wellness, because you've got a book about health and wellness, right?
Yes.
So that's what I really want to push with everybody who's listening. It doesn't matter what age group you are. It is never the right time to start working on your health.
Absolutely.
Your health is your wealth. Have you ever tried to get up out of bed and do work when you feel sick?
Listen,
it ain't happening.
Yeah,
it's not happening,
It's
guys.
not happening.
You can have as much money in your bank account, but if your health lets you down, that's it, guys.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about what you're doing in your book, and what knowledge and what gems are you dropping in that book.
So the book is called Journey to Wellness. It's available on Amazon and on my website as well, therelentlessboss.com. So the book really just charts my journey to wellness, how I overcame the autoimmune disease, the whole entire story in terms of like just the process that I went through, how I was able to learn about nutrition, exercise, and work on my mindset so that I could, keep, because I lost 70 pounds, as I said, so to keep that weight off long term.
And making a lot of money around the times when I had my son. After having your child, everything changes. Everything changes,
For the better, or just your whole dynamic?
Just your whole mindset. Your whole mindset of what's important to you, especially if you're somebody like me, where I'm very naturally driven. Sabrina, you are very driven, girl.
You are. I've learned from you. I've been watching you.
I'm naturally driven, so having this little person that you've got to look out for now, it really changed. I think you can either go one way or another, but for me, it slowed me down. I thought, this child's going to go everywhere with me. It's going to be like my handbag and it will do what I do. Not at all, because they come with their own personality. And they will not slow you down, but make you want to appreciate them. Do you know what I mean? So you want to take time to appreciate this little person. And that's what happened to me, and the two can't go together. Is what I found. thought I've waited, so I've got to now enjoy it.
Yeah, because you were like the fun aunt.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Ocean loves you. You're like Ocean's little best friend, you know, and that's Sasha's daughter.
Yeah, and I always had Ija. Literally, everyone thought Ija was my son.
I did.
Like,
well, I used to always get you two confused. I'm like, Sash, Sam. You'd be like, oh, it's all right. Just leave her.
So.
Oh, nice.
So we've got,
a membership. You get a membership?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to. I'll have to get into that
It's
one.
lovely. The Gold X gyms are lovely. They're based in Sidcup, and there's one in Blackheath now. So they're really, really, really lovely.
One in Blackheath sounds good. Right up the road from me.
Yeah, it's really lovely as well. And then we've got some prizes from
Space and K. I'm thinking Tony and Guy. I wouldn't mind a little bit of Tony and Guy.
Sponsored, and then we've got Good Looks Hair. They're based in Blackheath as well.
Oh, I love hair.
They're sponsored, but they're offering any type of treatment. So if you want your hair or your nails,
amazing.
Facial.
My time. How much is it? What are they? How much are they giving?
So each gift is. Some of them are over £100.
It's actually in 5 stores around the UK. You can find that on my bio on LinkedIn and on Instagram, as well as you can see that on any of my link trees. I've got everything plugged in there. So I do have a book, and it is called Never Give Up. So I always like to read a passage or one of the motivational quotes out of it. So I'm just going to go on the first one that's come up, guys, and this is just a nice short quick one, and it says, there is only one you, and that will always be your power. And that's by Sebrina Spencer. And I really want you guys to home into that, because there's only one Sommer Currie, and there's only one Emma Lady, and there's only one Sebrina Spencer. So sometimes we get caught up on thinking, I'm not good enough, I haven't done this, or that person over there is doing better than me. But you just need to really home in that there is only one you, and you have to make sure that is your power, you know. So if it might take you longer to do it, but it's how you did it and what you went through to do it that made you the person that you are today. So I really want you to just take note that this book has got a few motivational quotes in it, but I want you to, you know, just read through them and really sit back and think about each quote and what it means to you as a person. Even though it was written by me, it's really just for you to incorporate in your day-to-day life. So on that note, guys, oh my God, we have 3 minutes left. Can you believe it? 3 minutes.
It went too quick.
All right.
Yeah,
so
thank you so much.
I told you.
I love this. It was just been amazing, and just such an honor to meet you, Sebrina, and also to meet you as well, Summer, and hear all the amazing work you're doing.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'm super excited for what's ahead.
There is hello, Bob Marley's nephew. Right, there's a lot going on. So what we will say, okay, so we're going to give each one of you 1 minute each, closing thoughts. We need to know something. Give us something, any books you want us to read, or anything, anything. Give us something.
Well, read my book, of course. Subscribed by Busy Mums, of course. You can't give me that option.
I love that option, because I feel like even if you're not a mum right now, you can just really start to, you know, plan your life when you become a mum.
100%. Yeah.
So we've got, all right, so Summer's done hers, right? To Lady.
Okay, so book, I will say John C. Maxwell, Today Matters. And that talks about what you do today determines your tomorrow. So when you're intentional about today and you're doing things consistently towards your ultimate goal, you're going to find that tomorrow you're going to have the result of the work that you're doing today. It's a powerful tool. And I read it every year because it's just so powerful. Anything on John C. Maxwell, he's just amazing. Yeah.
Oh wow, and I love John C. Maxwell.
Yes.
So he has some amazing books. I like him. I like Jim Rohn. So yeah, guys, you just got some gems. Right, I've done my time, guys. We have 2 seconds. Pay me. I'm out. I love you guys. Oh, what a great show, guys. What a great show. Thank you so much. You guys have been amazing. Wow. Well done, man.
Thank you, Sebrina.
Anytime.
That was amazing.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Thank you.
I'm playing a jingle now. We've got a jingle going on. Okay, I think I'm playing it. Let's have a listen.
Inspiration, fun, tunes.
I'm using jingles now. And we're out. But that's fine. We're only clapping and saying it's amazing.
Still good.